Live from Arkansas' streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is going to be a beautiful day outside. We got engagements, we got football, we've got fall
Football
weather.
and
What, Tracy, what do we call it?
What?
What do we call it? False fall?
False fall.
False fall. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, and it's official because I made taco soup last night.
Yes.
That's right.
So you
Yeah.
told me earlier, and I
Yeah.
went to your Facebook and I saw the picture. It looked really good.
Yeah, oh, it was so
looked
good.
so good.
And I made extra, so guess what? It's false fall again today. Whether the temperatures like it or not, we are.
JD is loving it.
He loved it. He doesn't care. It was funny because he was out working, building something in the garage, and I walked out with this bowl of soup, and he said, "It's getting cool, isn't it?" And I said, "Yes, it is."
Awesome. that is
You've inspired
chili
me.
and tacos.
yeah.
We may have to do potato soup
Is your
tonight.
day not a lot chiller today, or what?
I don't know. So far, it's better than yesterday, but
That
we
was a
are
killer
we
yesterday.
have already had 2 accidents this morning.
Have we
though.
really?
Yes.
My bad.
Yeah,
My
it's better
bad.
when we start out with no accidents by 7 a.m., but we're starting to see these get cleared. The one on Interstate 40 actually has been cleared and traffic is back up to speed, so that is great news, but we do have an accident at 4:30 around Rodney Parham, so that is causing some slowdowns. Let's get a closer look at what's going on, although I do think that they're starting to clear this, but here it is on 430 southbound. That's around exit 9. And actually, let's take a look at our live traffic map. So this is where the accident was. There was a vehicle that was in the median, and yeah, it looks great. You can see that fog in the background, though. It looks a little bit foggy this morning, but we could check in right now with our friend meteorologist Tracy Bean to tell us about this fog and what's going on with the weather around Central Arkansas. Hey, Tracy.
Yeah, well, weather-wise, that's our biggest thing that we're talking about this morning is fog, and just as I mentioned earlier, which hoodie you're going to wear this morning, because, you know, Ashley, you and I are always cold in the mornings. We are looking at a few more clouds beginning to push in, that high pressure dominating our area, giving us this nice, cool weather. Again, we're going to start to see a few little spotty showers as we're heading into the evening, and not a lot of rain. All of that rain is really coming tomorrow, which we will talk about, but we've got some fog if you're heading up Interstate 40. Little Rock doing better. We were down to 3, but looks like the airport's doing better. But as you just saw on Ashley's camera, we are still seeing some of that if you're heading out towards 40, towards Conway, towards Maumelle, Mayflower, seeing that. So take your time this morning. Beautiful sunrise this morning. Again, we're going to start to see those clouds increasing. Right now it is 63 degrees. We're seeing a little breeze out there. It'll move things around as we are looking at the 50s around the rest of the state. Looking and feeling really nice out there. And that 3-day forecast, 83 for a high today. And we're going to talk about a lot of rain on Thursday, and then also how that can affect your commute on the morning time, and then on Friday morning as well in high school football. I'm not going to make you worry. High school football's fine, but we'll talk about all that rain coming up.
All right, Tracy, thank you. We begin this hour with the latest developments in a shooting that happened Monday night on the campus of Beebe High School.
The district alerted families early yesterday morning, followed by police later in the day with an update on the incident.
Our team spent the day in Beebe pushing to find out what happened, and Tamer Knight joins us this morning with more details. Tamer?
Well, good morning, Karen and Hayden. We got our hands on the police report for this incident and can confirm juveniles were involved in what officers are calling a shots fired incident at Beebe High School. But it's what was caught on our cameras on campus that's raising even more questions this morning. Beebe police say the shooting happened late Monday night around 10:56 p.m. where officers responded to a shots fired called near the high school. Police say they found a vehicle with a bullet hole in a juvenile with minor injuries, believed to be caused by fragment from the bullet when it struck the car. Neither police nor the district would go on camera citing the ongoing investigation, but our team captured officers removing what appeared to be a gun from school property near the tennis courts and school entrance. That weapon was not mentioned in the district's press release. However, it did note that a shell casing was recovered in the parking lot. Kristen Tharp lives just one street over from the high school and says it wasn't until she received a message from the school that she learned anything had happened.
And it's kind of scary knowing that there was a shooting by our house, but you know, I don't know. I'm a little nervous, but I mean, if they said that, you know, they're taking care of it, I mean, what else do I do?
The district also posted this message on social media, reassuring families that, quote, the suspect will not be on campus and that there would be an increased presence at schools. Police say the incident was not related to any school activity, and 2 juveniles are now facing multiple felony charges connected to the shooting. For THV 11 News, I'm Tamer Knight.
Folks in Beebe on edge a little bit this morning. All right, Tamer, thank you. Students at the University of Arkansas are back in class today, just days after reports of an active shooter at Mullins Library sparked a major police response.
That alert later turning out to be fake, but students and staff were told right away to stay clear of the area and follow the protocol to, quote, avoid, deny, or defend. And you may notice these instructions are different from the more common run, hide, fight method.
Assistant Police Chief Matt Mills says he wants to expand gun safety training across campus. He's pointing students and faculty to the department's training video, now available on YouTube.
It's something that we can very easily communicate out in training and in meetings, be it residential hall meetings, Greek life meetings, anything of that nature. You take 5 to 10 minutes to watch that video and discuss that as a group will be beneficial.
Police are still working to find out where that initial call came from and if it's linked to similar reports on other campuses across the country. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders is directing $6 million toward hazard mitigation projects across Arkansas. According to the Arkansas Advocate, the funding comes from the state's Hazard Mitigation Fund and will be managed by the Division of Emergency Management. This effort comes after severe storms, tornadoes, and flooding have repeatedly damaged communities across the state in recent years. The money can go toward rebuilding public facilities damaged by storms or flooding.
Dozens of states are being told by the Trump administration to cut references to transgender or non-binary people from sex education programs. And if they don't, they stand to lose more than $80 million in federal funding. The Arkansas Advocate reports the Health and Human Services Department sent letters to 40 states, giving them 60 days to comply or risk losing money from the Personal Responsibility Education Program, a plan that targets teen pregnancy and STI prevention. Arkansas is not among the states to get that warning. Advocacy groups, though, say the policy erases transgender identities, blocking students from accessing critical health information.
Nearly 24 FEMA employees are on administrative leave this morning after raising concerns that recent Trump administration cuts are undoing progress made since Hurricane Katrina. Earlier this week, almost 200 current and former FEMA workers warned Congress that the agency's response capabilities are eroding and leadership appointments are unqualified. Their letter, titled Katrina Declaration, calls for FEMA to become a cabinet-level independent agency protected from political interference. The warning comes just days ahead of the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. FEMA's acting press secretary defended the agency, saying it remains committed to serving the American people and dismissing the critics as longtime bureaucrats.
Time now 7:08. Happening today, President Trump is doubling down on U.S. tariffs on imports from India to 50%. That's one of the highest rates in the world. The move follows India's increase of purchases of Russian oil despite the war on Ukraine, even with secondary sanctions announced last month. The higher tariffs could make some goods from India, like jewelry or clothing, more expensive in the U.S., though smartphones remain exempt. Analysts say the impact on India's overall economy is limited, expected to be, but specific industries and jobs could be impacted. Ahead of the new tariffs on India, the U.S. collected $22 billion in tariff payments on Friday alone. The Treasury Department reports nearly $30 billion in tariffs have come in so far this month, already topping July's record. Much of the surge comes from a deferred payment system, which let importers pay later for goods received. And the upcoming end of the $800 duty-free exemption could push even more revenue.
Well, fans, get ready. High school football season just 2 days away. That means the countdown is on for the official kickoff. Hometown Friday happening on THV 11. First up, Lake Hamilton taking on Lakeside in a crosstown showdown you won't want to miss. We're going to be live at Wolf Stadium Friday morning at 6:30, cheering on the band, the cheerleaders, the players. We got everybody showing up. It's going to be a great ball game on Friday night. We're getting you hyped and ready to go. Don't miss all the action on THV 11 and THV 11 Plus.
Right now, let's check in with Ashley King and a check of the traffic this morning.
Yeah, things are looking a lot better right now, 7:10, and we're starting to see the volume pick up on our roadways, but we're also seeing that some of those accidents that we were watching a little earlier have cleared. So let's get a closer look at what is going on and where the slowdowns are. Of course, the North Terminal interchange, we start to see slowdowns about this time in the morning. It is moving at just about 32 miles per hour as you're filtering onto I-30 going southbound. And we're also looking here around the Outlet Mall Bryant Parkway exit on 30 eastbound, where it's moving at 36 miles per hour, but it looks like it's moving even slower than that in some places. This is the Alexander and Bryant Parkway area here on I-30, and you can see it's stop and go traffic right now, so may give yourself some extra time. It seems a little bit slower than it usually is this early in the morning, Tracy, so hopefully no indication that there's an issue going on. People are just ready to get to work early this morning, maybe.
I think people got up, went outside and thought, and just invigorated how nice it was outside. I think that's what it was.
I think you're right.
We're going to remain hopeful. We are dealing with a little patchy fog, but not in that area of the state. Maybe a little bit, but again, it's really looking to impact Interstate 40 there. Here in central Arkansas, a little patchy fog, maybe seeing that a little bit there on Interstate 30 as well, but it shouldn't reduce visibility too much. Maybe people are just being a little extra careful. Our planner for today, again, plenty of sunshine. We are starting out this morning with temperatures in the 50s and the low 60s across the state, looking for that high today in the lower 80s. You'll notice the clouds are beginning to build in as we're heading into the evening. We're going to see a few rain showers begin to start to develop out west, and then we're going to start to see that rain pushing in here tomorrow morning. Those rain chances really go up. It is needed, but we're going to have to keep an eye on that rain tomorrow. It's going to be heavy at times, and we could see some localized flooding in a few areas, but most of it's going to make its way through the state. And then Friday morning, I think southern Arkansas for the most part is going to see that, and then things are going to be great for the weekend. So let's time out all of that rain. This is what we're looking at tonight around 8:30, 9 p.m. But then here comes all that rain in the overnight hours around 3 a.m. And then we're going to start to see it pushing a little bit more into central Arkansas as well. And you can see that it's going to be heavy at times by the afternoon. We'll talk more about this and then what you can expect for it to end and maybe how much rain we're going to get coming up in my forecast.